Right? Yo, what up, my peeps? Thank you for stopping by with another episode of 30 Minutes with the Big Dog. I'm right here with my boy William.
Hello, everybody.
So, William, tell us a little bit about yourself, bro.
Well, my name is William. I work well, my title for my job is life skill coach. Some people used to say like caregiver, but it's kind of like evolving. It's changing into like kind of allowing the handicapped people to kind of design their life instead of us telling them like this will help you. So we're trying to listen to what they gotta say now.
And how did you get into that?
Well, my mom used to work there before me, like 4 years before me, and they had an opening one day, and she had told me before, but I was like, man, I don't know if I could work with handicapped people, It's not easy, I know. I was 21 at the time, But then she told me again, like, you should, there's an opening. I talked to somebody about it, they'll help you out, And I hadn't graduated from high school, so I was like,
fuck it.
I can't do, no, I was like, they're not gonna let me in. I don't have a high school degree, and I'm gonna be working a special job, And so, but I was like, all right, I'll try it, Mom, see what happens. And so I went there, and I had to, they asked me, did you graduate high school on paper, and I put yes, even though I didn't. And yeah, I just turned it in, and luckily the boss was really nice. She's like, I'm gonna give you a chance because I know your mom. And so she gave me a chance.
And how you like that shit? How many years you been working now?
It's about to be 21 years in October.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Oh, excuse me, 22 years. 22 years. I started there in 2003.
And what is it that you do? Like, what is it, like your responsibility?
Basically just to be there with them, and be an ally to them, and we have a schedule, and we try to follow that schedule. We don't, we call in and say they call in and they say they want to change the schedule to where. But I just try to be an ally and try to help them. Like some don't want to learn things and you just feel friend,
That's crazy, bro, for like to do that. You must have like a lot of patience.
I don't know. I think I'm an impatient person,
Nah, boy, you know what though? But to be working with those, with the special people, with special them, like you have to have, because you know what I mean.
Well, I think I try to understand them more. I'm still impatient inside. They still get me bothered sometimes when they do crazy stuff, If they do something because they've done, something.
What is the worst thing like a handicapped guy has done to you or anything?
Like beat me up and stuff.
No way, beat you up for what?
Yeah, just out of nowhere, like. Yeah, like one time one of them got me in a combo going into the elevator, like, let's go in. Boom, he gets me in the solar plex, boom, between the legs, And I'm like, oh, and it was so fast that I snapped. And I grabbed his arm and I was about to put it behind him and be like, what the hell,
you got yourself?
No, this lady was like, what's going on? And that snapped me out. And I'm like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, I was about to mess up. Thank God I did. And I was just like, why'd you hit me? He's like, you hit me. Yeah, he was serious too. I don't think he was playing.
What do you think is like the worst experience that you had?
Well, the other time where he tried to fight another guy who was handicapped, and nonverbal, and he started snapping his foot, and this guy told me, hey, stop doing that. I got him more angry, and he got angry because he got angry, and they were about to fight. It wasn't even a fight. This guy was just angry, and this guy was about to beat him up, and I had to stop him.
And they were both like special?
Both special, and I used all my strength. When I finished, I was like panting and stuff, and there was this guy screaming at me like, hey, leave him alone. I was like,
that you're about to get your ass kicked?
Yeah, for trying to stop them from fighting, And this one guy picked up a table. He was so angry, he picked up a wooden table, put it over his head. And luckily, I was close to him, and I grabbed the table and put it down. Then he walked away, and he picked up a chair. And he threw the chair, and I caught it in the air somehow and put it down,
Turn the light, please.
And yeah,
Well, you know what you were saying earlier? Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. You do have patience. Because if you wouldn't have patience, bro, you wouldn't wake up every fucking day and be like, I'm gonna go. Because every day working with them, I imagine that it's like a new experience, bro. It's like a new adventure every day. Because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Because they have different kind of levels, right?
Right.
They have like like the non-function, middle function, and the high function.
Yeah, bipolar.
Bipolar, and have like different ones. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's different. So you do have patience, you know?
I guess I feel like I just know them, you know, and I still get upset. I'm working, so I'm not gonna overstep my bounds, but I am upset to the point where I tried to quit twice, but my boss didn't let me. She's like, no, calm down, take 3 days off, call me back, like, but please don't go. Twice I tried to quit, you know, and she don't.
And do you always have the same patients? I mean, the same.
We
or
call
do
them
they switch?
participants.
I mean, sorry, you're a
'Cause I'm not a
participant.
doctor, it's a
Oh,
participant.
sorry.
No.
Do you always have like the same participants, or they switch them
No,
up?
different. I never know, so it's hard to work on their goals, you know. One goal might be to practice English, but I see them once in a while whenever their person that helps them as an ally to them doesn't come to work, then they might give them to me. So then I gotta look up in the computer, what is it that they gotta do? And it might be something big like, let's go do Zumba. We're not about to go do Zumba out of nowhere.
God damn.
You know what I mean?
You're like, I never done Zumba in my life.
The bus
What
stop,
the fuck? You're right there, the bus stop when she runs, sucks you in the face.
It's at our bus, thank you.
Yeah, it sucks you in the face and runs,
Yeah,
takes
no.
off. No, but it's
It had
crazy.
happened though. One of them, and he was high functioning, but he just thought he was funny. Slapped me and ran, you know, like.
Did you have to chase him and go after him?
I grabbed him, yeah. I was like, hey, relax, don't do that again, you know. And then like the next weekend, he's punching me in the ribs in the freaking train station. Yeah, and he gets me in the
That's
headlock,
patience,
and I have to kind of like, hey, calm down, dude. And we went, you know, in front of everybody. I'm so embarrassed, like people are looking at us in the first place, and then he's wrestling with me, and he's bigger than me, and I have to win. If I don't win, he will just keep wrestling.
Who'll kick your ass?
He's putting me in a lock, you know? And so I had to.
Yeah, imagine you pushing his knee, carries you to the office,
Damn.
he drags you,
Bro,
throws you.
I'll be like, I'm definitely quitting today.
Imagine next time you send somebody stronger.
Now the thing about everything you just said, I admire is that everything that happens to you with these, you know, these people,
Especially
you stay on a conscious mind because you know you don't snap because you have your right to snap because they're hitting you, they're attacking you. It's like we're not gonna let ourselves do that kind of shit, you know, like. But you being a professional and not snapping it's a very admiring, bro, because it's like.
I would have snapped.
Other people would have just, you
I
know,
would've
got
snapped,
fired.
I would have snapped.
You don't see it coming. That's why you never know what day is gonna happen. You know.
Like my girl, that's what she works with special kids.
Oh.
And I always say like, dude, you must have like patience because like before, like when Susie started working, you know, with the special kids and all that, like she will work with like toddlers, and they will bite her, sock her in the face, and then she'll have to change diapers, and then she went a little bit higher to like the middle function kids, and then they will do the same shit. Like, they'll take off, run, and all that. So it's like I always say that you have patience because me, bro, I wouldn't take shit.
Yeah, but now.
So I'm telling you, like you have a lot of like
Yeah.
you like
Maybe you don't see it, but
you don't see it, but we see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because I know I would have.
Because the reason I think I'm not patient.
I would have
because-
been. I would have gone like that. Like would have right by
You know how impatient
Somebody.
I am? I'm so impatient that I took up smoking because I was bored of the time I had to wait for the bus. It was like, what do I do? What do I do? I'll smoke a cigarette.
No, but that's different though because we're talking about this guy. It's like fucking fools hitting you.
Yeah, but it's, I
Kicking
feel like
you,
it's not
running
patient. I
away.
feel like I just try to understand. And it might
You're
be
an
to
understanding person.
it might be to understand that they don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's not that I'm patient. I just understand your
You're an
level.
understanding
Like I'll let
person.
you slap me, but I ain't letting this normal guy slap me because I understand that you have a mental
You have a
problem.
problem. That's
And
the
I'm not,
difference.
and I'm not about to take off on somebody. You
So
know?
you know how to hold your emotions.
I guess so because it happens all of a sudden. You're like, wait, whoa.
And at the same time, you're very logical too, as well, because you know.
Yeah.
And also too, like you're like a good, like a helpful person because I know that one time he started taking sign language.
Oh yeah, I was teaching sign
You know,
language
so he
virtually.
could
On
help. So he could help the kid for free.
That's
And you were like a little
Yeah.
teacher as well
Yeah,
too.
thank
Like when
you.
it was
Oh.
COVID.
Thank you.
Remember when it was COVID?
During
You know,
COVID.
during COVID, this fool started doing a lot of shit. Like I don't know because I've been doing this fool since fucking '88, bro. So I've been chilling with this dude. So I remember when it was COVID, I would go and chill and he'll take his little laptop, and I'll be like, "What are you doing?" But it's like, "Oh, I'm learning this because I want to help these kids." So that's like being a good person.
Well, they
Like,
weren't just kids, though. They were adults.
but with the mentality of kids, bro, they're not adults. They're like adults with the mentality
See,
of
that's
kids.
what we're moving away from, saying that they're not adults. That's the problem. People treat them like kids, so they act like kids.
Mhm.
And that's what we're trying to move away with. We're trying to be like that. That's the way you communicate right now. You know.
Well, that's the way
Because
we've been taught since kids.
That,
you
that's
know?
that's what we're evolving to, like moving away from that. As oh, they're just kids. No, they're not kids. They might do kid things because they've been treated like kids, and people don't tell them. You know, like hey.
But they still have some type of understanding that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, even as kids,
Mhm.
even kids, it could be little kids. Like my niece is 5 years old. I've been telling her I'm 5-year-old.
Yeah.
She understands what no is and know that. So some of them understand like,
Yeah,
no, bro, relax.
yeah. They just this is how they communicate, and they're having a hard time, and so they express it in hard ways. You know.
But look, Susie, she takes care of this kid in her class, right? She's a teacher, and this kid is in a wheelchair, and he knows, but he has retarded. But he's always like pretending all this so he could fail on her. He knows what the fuck he's doing, bro. Because the last time,
Yeah.
she was like,
His
oh,
male intuition is not malfunctioning. It's
yeah,
still working.
yeah, because he's like this, and then like, oh, Miss Susie, like my hand is cut up, and then with this hand he was gonna try to rub on her butt, and then Susie was like, what are you doing? And then he's like, nothing. Like they know, bro.
Yeah.
They know. Like sometimes they push the Advil too. Like, let me see what's up. You know what I mean? Because they know, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy, though. You know what I mean? How you have patience, bro. And also, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't. Yeah, because there's some kids out there that wild.
Yeah, I
bro.
tried to quit. You know, twice. The first time was because there was a guy that he was bipolar. The guy that tried to throw the table at me.
Fuck that.
He was actually pooping his pants every day for like a week.
And you had to clean him?
I'd have to help him. He could take care of himself, but still, imagine.
Like, what is the nastiest thing you done? Have you ever worked him?
Oh no! I
What is the nasty
just
shit
have
you
to
ever done?
help him back shit up. Where he- This one came out in his underwear, dog, like came out of McDonald's. Where people are eating, you know? And I'm like, oh, I go back in there, man.
You're like this. What the fuck?
I was waiting for the dad to drop off some pants, man.
Fuck. I walked away.
With one sock, dog. Oh man, he had poop on his foot.
Damn.
Oh, no.
And you had to clean him up?
Hell no! But
Oh.
I had to show that I'm with him to everybody. Like, yo, get
This
back
with
in
me.
there.
This shitty kids with me.
That's
That's fucked up, bro. And what happened? Like, you took it to the bathroom?
Yeah, I had to go back in and help him.
Did you wipe the sock? What
No, I
happened to the
told him
other
to pick up
sock?
your sock and put it in the bag, you know? But I was waiting for his
And
dad
you
to
wa- and
deliver
you
his
picked
little
up the
bag.
shit and you
No,
put it in
not
the
me.
bag?
I told him to do. I just
Oh.
held the bag for him, like, throw it in here.
Imagine you would have gone like this. Ah, to your face. Imagine running. I'm just playing with you. You like, I would get paid up for this.
Damn. Fuck this shit. I'm
Fuck.
gone.
I'm gone, bro. Fuck you, shitty ass.
I'm telling you, so that's why
You have
I told my
patience, bro.
boss, like, that's it. I told him, that's
Respect,
it.
bro.
You were like, that's
Yeah,
it,
that
dog.
time I had been there like 18 years, I think. I said, I can't take it no more. It's too much. And she's like, no,
She like, come out with her 20 more years.
And other people
You should
had
ask
to
for
do
a
it.
raise, bro.
Man, one time we were chilling at with Yoshinoya. He grabbed like a salt shaker. He just threw it against the wall, broke everything. No, a cup, a glass cup, and it just broke against the wall and went everywhere. You know, it's just like, where'd that come from?
That's crazy, dude. That's some wild shit, man. Like, I would have think, like, I got a job like that. I just got a special kid. Back when I was, how old was I, bro? I was in Palmdale. I think I was 17, 18. And back in the days, it was like the penny saver. Remember the penny
Oh
saver?
yeah.
Yeah, so the penny saver. So I remember one day for like back in the days I was living with my cousin, and my cousin was like, you know what, you can't stay with me no more. So I went to go get my apartment, and then I didn't have a job. But I told him that, you know, I had a job. And back in the days, it was easy to get an apartment.
Yeah.
So I got like an apartment, like a back house. It was like a little, like, probably like my garage bigger though, like 2 garages together with a kitchen and everything. But anyways, man. So I was like, fuck, I gotta pay this. So I went to the penny saver and I looked and it was like, caretaker. And but I didn't know what the fuck that like, it was. I'm like, thinking, oh, it's a babysitter. I'm gonna babysit a fucking kid or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Swear to God, though, and everything I love, right? And so the lady's name was Tony. Antonia, but it was by Tony. And I remember I went, bro. And then I seen it. I was like, you know what, I could do it. I went. And I was young. I was fucking 17 and a half, 18. Bro. I was so fucking young, bro. And then I went and she was like, oh, have you ever worked, you know, with special kids and this and that? And me fucking knowing how to jab. I was like, yeah, you know, I used to do this and that and blah. Fucking had no idea what the fuck I was going to do, right? So she was like, oh, you know what, you're going to take care of my son. You know, he's 28. And I was like, oh, shit. I swear to God, bro.
28?
Oh, cap. Oh, no. That's on everything I love, bro. All right? True story. Right? And she's still 28, you know me, but he has the mentality of an 11-year-old. Like when he was going through puberty, something happened between his puberty and he didn't develop. I was like, was he always like that? No, he was normal until 11. Something happened in his head. She was, I think it was because we divorced. And him and his dad were really close. Like super, super close. So something happened and he snapped. But he was really like low function kid, right? I mean, kid adult, bro. And so I was like, yeah, I could meet him. And then like this fool came and I remember he was like really, really, I didn't try to make fun of him, right? But he was like really messed up. His head was always like this. He was losing an eye and all like that. So what the mom wanted to do was just give it to me. But she didn't want nothing to do with him, you know what I mean? And she just wanted like me to stay there. And so I remember she was like, yeah, he's cool and everything, but sometimes he acts wild. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, that's cool. She goes, you want the job? I mean, this is back in 96, 97, bro, around there. And then back in the day, it was like $6 $6 an hour, bro. And so I was like, yeah, my apartment was $400. A fucking one bedroom. That's how badass it was back in the 90s, dude. So anyways, so I'm like, yeah, so this fool comes and I see him and he goes, hi, my name is Serge. That's how you're talking. I'm like, hey man, I'm Robert, blah, 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 blah. And we sit there and he was cool. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, can you go to the backyard, teach him, cut his hair and do it. So I guess I've been kind of like positive and a little bit of shit like since I was a young buck. So I'll sit there and talk to this fool and everything. I'm like, hey, this is a fucking easy ass job. Like, this lady, you know what I mean? Like, this was cool to chill with. Nah, bro. Fuck, no. This was a fucking regular Saturday, dude. We're chilling because she used to treat him like a baby, like you said, like a little kid, bro. Right? She used to buy him, like, coloring books. You know, so I would have to cuddle with this fool and all that shit, right? So I remember one day, he was like, I gotta go poop. I gotta go poop, Mr. Robert. I gotta go poop. Like a little kid voice, right? Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, man, come on, let's go to your room. And so his room, I walked in his room, nothing, bro. No windows, no nothing. Just the closet and the bed, no TV. Just like, I would be like, I saw the room and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like nothing, just nothing. You know what I mean? So I walked in, I remember I sat in the fucking, on his bed, like on the edge of the bed, and he's taking a shit. I had to have the door open. And I'm right there, and this was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm okay. All right, I'm about to come out right now. And I was like, what did you say, sir? What did you say? He was like, nothing, I'm finished. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, like scary, bro. So after he just comes out like innocent. You know what I mean? He just chilling. And then it's like the mom comes and she's like, oh, come on, we're going to get ready. We're going to go to church. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to go. And for some reason, like this is the thing, right? Like when you out like the closet was right there. He was right here and the mom was right here. And then just right here was like a little bit of space, right? And between it, and I'm right here. I'm picking up the crayons and I'm picking up the stuff that the mom will buy, right? So I don't know, like the mom has the pants. Like his pants he doesn't want to wear. And this fool has taken off his clothes, which is his underwears, right? And he was like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. He goes, yeah, come on, we have to go. Robert, right? You gonna go with us to church? She was a Jehovah's Witness. And the sucked about it is that she was like a Jehovah's Witnesses, and the daughter had just told her she was gay, and she was leaving with a girl, and she was saying like the whole world was crushing on her, and she didn't know what to do, and blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
So that's why she just wanted a dumb surgery on me. Well, anyways, so I'm putting the crayons, and this fool's like, I told you I don't want to fucking go, and swings at her, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck? And me being a wrestling fan, bro, since day one, I speared the fuck out of this dude. I speared him like with all my fucking strength. Bah! And I dropped him, he got up like nothing. Like nothing, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? And he swang. And I remember I fucking ducked and I just hit him in the ribs and I got him in a fucking headlock. And I just wrapped my legs around him. And I was like, what? Like in my mind, like, what the fuck? And I looked at the lady, and then the lady was like, yeah, that's what happens sometimes.
Oh.
He does this all the time. He goes, yeah, that's why I needed a big guy like you.
Dang, you were like a bodyguard then.
Yes.
She didn't even care. That's
She
crazy.
don't, bro. And I remember it was then
She
he was
didn't
like,
even hire to take care of you.
no, it
You
was
were
a
protecting
bodyguard.
you.
It was a
You
bodyguard.
were
Swear to
a
God, bro.
bodyguard.
And then like he was crazy because I'm saying they know what they're doing, bro. Because I would show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? I didn't have a car or nothing. I remember I would walk from like here to Inglewood. That's far. From you, it would be like from fucking your pad, bro, to where we go get the liquor store.
Okay.
The guy over there,
Yeah.
right? Like it's fucking far, bro. And I remember I would show up, and she was a nice lady, bro. Like she would like cook, she would have like breakfast for me, and then she would have a husband named Robert, and this fool would be like, "Fuck this motherfucker." Beat the shit out of this motherfucker acting stupid like that. I swear to God, bro. Swear to God on my daughter, bro. I'm not making fun of nobody or nothing. I remember this fool. This fool's a buff. This motherfucker will go to the gym. That's how I want to look when I get old, like that motherfucker. Fool swole, like an OG gangster fool, right? Like if you would put the lady in him, you'd be like, they're not a match. But this motherfucker would be like, this motherfucker's faking this shit. Like I'll beat the shit out of him and bring it back to normal. And then I remember one day that fool saying that, and Sergio's at the table for jacking off. And the dining, we're eating with the food. And he's like, you see what this motherfucker's doing? And you guys don't stop. And I was like, Sergio, stop that shit, man. Come on, dude. And I would try to talk to him like it was normal. You know what I mean? Like it was fucking normal and shit like that, dude. But to make a long story short, dude, how I left that job was wild. I remember one day I came and the guy, her husband, was like, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm leaving. This is too much for me, right? So I showed up. That guy searched for like a month, 2 months. He's been normal. Normal, right? Normal. So I go that day, and the lady tells me, Tony, she was like, you know what, Robert? I think this is it. You know, he's been good. I don't really have a lot of money to pay. You know what I mean? Like Robert left and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, all right, cool, man. That's no problem. And then after that, I told her, you sure? She goes, yeah, I remember it was like a Tuesday or whatever, but I had to pay rent. And she gave me my check, and I left. Everything's cool. I went to my pad, bro, and I'm chilling because I live by myself, but I had some couple of homies too. And she calls me. But before that, bro, before I say that, we went to the movie theater one day. I hate Star Wars, right? But they like Star Wars. So we went to go watch Star Wars. This motherfucker stalked me and ran out the movie theater, dude.
Dang.
And thank God I was with my homie, because back in the days I didn't have a car, I didn't know how to drive. So me and my homie, we chased that fucking took. Hey, they got speed. Motherfuckers got speed. This fool just like he was doing a Nike commercial. Like, oh God, bro, like move. And we ran, we tackled that fool down, and we took him. Well, anyways, man, going back, and this lady Tony, like I'm chilling for we're blazing with hella faded, bro. She called me. She said, Robert, I'm like, hello, yeah. She goes, oh my God, Sergio's going crazy. I said, what happened? He tried to stab me. The cops came. He tried to stop the cops, and they beat him down, and they taken him. What the fuck? And she's like, yeah. She's like, did you give him his pills? And everything. I was like, yeah, dude. Like, I'm not in care of him anymore. It's on you. You know what I mean? And they took that for him, bro, and all that shit. But like, that's what I'm telling you, because I went through that experience. I was like, Fuck, that was back in '97, right?
That's kind of like a dysfunction family right there.
100%, dude.
That shit.
And it was crazy because I remember like she was like, "Come on, Robert, like let's go to like the Jehovah Witness." That's why all my life I've been to like different religions because people had taken me. I remember I went and like she would try to act so normal, something that she wasn't. You know what I mean? And then she would just tell me, "Can you give him a haircut? Can you do this? Can you do that?" And like me, if I'm a young kid myself, dude. Like I just got kicked out of my house like nearly like a year ago. I don't know shit. And this lady would tell me, "Can you plant outside like grass and do this and do that with him?" And then she would leave. She would be like, "I'll be back." And I remember one time because they had the black box. Remember back in the '90s, the black box. And I remember I was watching wrestling, bro, and I had knocked out, like fucking knocked out. I remember I was asleep, and then like I woke up, that fool's face was right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that fool was like, "You sleep?" And I was like, "No, man, I was just resting my eyes, dude. You okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep." I was like, "Okay, dude."
That's some scary shit.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Shit.
yeah, dude. And then I remember like the time that she would be like, "Hey, you know, can you take him to the doctor, bro?" I went to the doctor. Like, you're supposed to go with him. So me and my boy, we went. His name was Jason. He was like a roommate. He would stay at my house, right? So we went to the UCLA, and right there they told me he was gonna lose his eye, and he was gonna lose a lot. So he's hearing it. That guy, so he's listening to everything, bro. He's just holding that shit in. And he's like, "I'm not gonna snap at this fool because this fool's cool with me." Because I remember I would talk to him about girls. And I would be like, "Look, bro, one day if you act normal and if you don't fucking run for nobody, I'm gonna get you a girl." I'll tell you that shit. I'm gonna get you a girl, bro. You're gonna go on a date. Really? Like, how is she gonna be? Now I'll be like, "Man, she's gonna be like this, like this, like this, like this." Like, I was trying to make him feel like cool, man. You know what I mean? And like the mom, like they just didn't give a fuck, dude. You know what I mean? At the end, bro, like that. So that's why when this dude says, like, "I don't have patience," you have fucking patience, dude. You know what I mean?
Because Rob used to snap at his job, and that was cool, and then you don't snap.
I snap, bro. I spear, put this fool to sleep.
Yeah.
I literally, like, put this fool fucking to sleep, like, night, fuck face.
It's pretty interesting, though, like, both of your jobs was different line of fields, but it was like, you can't do nothing about it, and then
I was fucking hired.
You weren't ready. He wasn't ready. You know?
I wasn't ready.
Nobody was training you. Nobody was helping you.
I just went was an instinct because back in the days it's different. I didn't know nothing about special people. You know how I know now. I was a kid myself.
Yeah.
I ain't know shit. Oh, I saw this fool swing at his mom, and I spear. You know what I mean? I seen this fool do a lot of shit, and I was just like, bro.
Yeah, but the good thing the mom didn't say anything. Like, she was cool about it.
She told me, she goes, "Next time you do it harder."
Oh,
Yeah. And I remember I picked this fool up one day and did like a suplex. A suplex on that fool. We landed on the bed. And I holding that fool, but he's like 10 dudes in one person. He just like, bah! And he came back and I was like, "Oh, dude."
It seemed like he had a reason to act out.
100%, because see, now that I'm saying the story, I'm like, fuck, I would have snapped too.
Yeah.
If I would have been in the room with no TV, no window, no nothing, they just fucking left me there like a fucking dog. Like, I show my dogs more attention than they show this kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he wasn't a kid, but that's probably how they treated him.
Yeah, like a fucking kid. And then that fool Robert said he took him to the hookers one day. And he ran. Because, he had that mentality of a kid, bro. He made that fool stop Pute Pie. He was like, "I am not ready for this."
I would have done that. Let's go.
You're paying for this? All right.
You be like, "Are you sure, Pops?"
Thank you, Pops.
Nah, but it's crazy because like it's true. He says different fields, but you're different because you work with the government.
Well, I was more professional.
Well,
It's more like private.
Yeah, but he was a lady that didn't want to take care of her fucking kid.
It's like deal with it yourself, and you don't even have all the information.
100, because I didn't know shit, dude. And I still like that shit. Like I talk like now that I'm old, like I'm an older cat, and I think about it from like, what the fuck did I get? I could have got shot and killed.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck the family was.
Mhm.
I met him in the fucking penny saver, dude.
What the fuck? You have to do with the penny saver?
Yes.
These are random people right there.
Like,
To
I
lose
hate
your
you,
life
Wow,
over
that's a
penny
movie
saver?
shit.
Huh?
Like,
To lose your life over
Yeah,
penny
but
saver?
I remember when
that's crazy.
like I remember when I
Wow,
went, like she
man.
lived in a nice house in the good part of Palmdale back in the days. You know what I mean? So I remember when I went, she was so nice and so cool and everything, and like she would cook for me and all that. I was like, hey, this is pretty good. One day she was like Robert, do you want to move in with us? You know what I mean? Like we give you a room. And then my homie was like, you can tap it, bro. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? She's like an old lady. She's like how old we are now. How me and you are now. And I was like, she's an old lady, bro, what the fuck? Now you're like, yeah, you just move in. Imagine if I would have moved in like the scary movies.
Mhm.
For what I've been asleep all night, I feel like, hi. You fucking right out. Fucking die, but
That's scary.
that's scary, bro. But especially with you, you know, they sock you and all that shit. Imagine they planned that shit the day before.
I know.
Like tomorrow, I see William. I'm gonna sock him in the face. Yeah, that's what we're
Just
gonna
for
do.
no reason.
Imagine they act normal behind the scenes and they call each other. And then tomorrow, we're gonna fuck that fool up. You down? Simón, carnal. Órale,
Oh,
homie.
it can't be.
Simón. That's the wire, dog. You know, but nah, but I give you proud, bro, because, you know, having that job and been doing that for so many years and not snapping at no kid, nobody. You know what I mean?
It's been difficult.
Hell yeah,
From
bro.
here, it's gotten easier, you know. And even the guy that used to do that, he just left the program in December. So it's gotten easier and easier and easier to the point where we used to have to do volunteer work, you know, and all this stuff. Then COVID hit and we stopped doing that. We don't have to do it no more because he used to tell us, hey, only do things with them that you want to do, you would want to do. And you're like, you know, think to myself, okay, you're telling them not to watch superhero shows, but I watch superhero shows. And then you're telling them to go do volunteer work forever for free. I would never do that. I would never, I mean, unless I'm some kind of, you know, person that enjoys doing that. But I myself would never want to work, volunteer work for years and years for
And
free.
do you see doing this for the rest of your life, or do you see like quitting and retiring, or do you see yourself getting another job, or if you get another job, would it be still in the same field, or will you change? Are you tired of this?
You know, like, even my boss, the last time I tried to quit, she said, what are you going to do with him? You're going to go work at Rouse or something, like, you know?
You're like, I'm gonna start an
that,
OnlyFans.
that job doesn't really have, like, much of a, you know, I guess some kind of purpose, you know?
Yeah,
real
good.
purpose.
I think that deep inside, you feel like you're helping these kids, because that's the reason why you take those sign language classes and all that, because you want to help. Deep inside, you want to help. And I think that you're gonna do this for a while. I think like you got used to it already, and it's true. You like, I think if you go work at another place, like at a regular store, you wouldn't find yourself. You know what I mean? Because you like working with, you like helping.
Yeah, I
kids.
do like helping.
You know what I mean?
They're not kids, they're adults.
I mean, the dog.
Unless you want something different, you know, a different change.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
that's
working for
always
something
good.
else.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever find something that I love to do, then I'll
Okay.
do that.
Okay,
For my
now,
plans,
now that you say that, what is it that you love to do? What is it that drives you or motivates you? Something that you have always wanted to do since a kid. And then, let's say, for example, you quit. Okay, let's say, for example, this. You go today to 7-Eleven, you win the lottery. That's what you were saying earlier about winning the lottery. You win the lotto, bro. 300 million. Money ain't nothing. No option or nothing. What would you do? What would you do that you always have wanted to do in your life? Like say, you know what?
$300 million.
Yeah, for
300
sure, I will stop
mil,
working.
bro.
That's for sure.
What
I will
would you
stop
do?
Working, and I've always tried to help people a little bit. You know, like I try to help people all the time, especially like seniors that I see living in the street. I try to help them. So I think I'm gonna do that just in a bigger scale.
Imagine getting a building, fixing it up, and putting like homeless or patients with mental health. Because you know what sucks sometimes too is that like people with mental health, they put them in the hospitals, but they don't have insurance, or sometimes they just throw them out. So I think like imagine winning a lot and you will make that so they could come and stay there,
Yeah,
free food, free care, free everything for anybody. That's
yeah,
like it's open.
that'd
You
be
know what I mean?
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, and help people out of that, dude.
yeah,
I probably would do the same thing because through my situations too, I went through life. you know, nobody ever helped me. So I was like, I want to give something back to the people too, because like, even though I helped myself, you know, I can't really say people didn't help me, because you know I found good friends like you guys.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, brother.
And other friends and stuff like that. So they helped me with the process as well. But yeah, it's just
I think
I
that
do the same thing just because I know there's not enough help for other people out there.
Right.
I think like you're a nice person. I've been knowing you for years, bro. And since I always known you, I have always known you to help people out. You know what I mean? To help out and to do all that. Like sometimes you work just to help others. It's like fucking Robin Hood, but he doesn't rob nobody. He just goes to work and he helps a lot of people. Like real shit. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not faking it. Like I see this for help other people. And those people that he helped don't even pay him back. That's what we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
Don't even pay him back. Don't even care. You know that, and he still does it. You know what I mean? He's a good dude.
I just let a guy that I don't like borrow $1,000 because, you know, he's my mom's pastor. You know, and he asked me, and he's suffering, and so I don't like to see people suffer if I can help them. And I live by that. I don't know if it's a motto or whatever, but that you can't always live in your golden castle. I don't know what the saying is, you know, and just watch people out there like suffering because you can't go down
But
there
you know
now.
what too though? Sometimes it's cool, but sometimes there's people that are gonna take advantage of you.
Yeah,
Because sometimes people are gonna see that you're too good.
that's
You're
true.
too nice. So sometimes it's cool to like stop it sometimes. Right? Man, you know we cool, but
But that's why you always have to be on alert too.
yeah,
I mean,
for relax, dog.
Yeah.
Like to me, it depends on like what you've been through in life. You know what your expectations are. I don't have that many expectations. I hope that one day the money comes back, even though there's some people that want me for 10 years. You know, and they all promised that they would pay right away, and they all lied. But I don't know. Just
Do you see yourself with kids and all this shit or not?
no, I didn't enjoy this world like that. To be like, oh, I want to pass it on. You know.
What makes you think that it was like the worst experience that you had for you to not want kids and for you to be like, nah, like I had like a bad experience in this world?
Well, what really started me when I was young is that I got kind of like jumped into a gang. Kind of like I didn't think they were gonna jump me. I thought they were playing around, you know, because it was in school. So I thought they were just joking. But once they took me to the bathroom, we were walking in a group. It was too late to say no. You know, these are not the people you say yes and then no to. You know. So I was like walking to where I was gonna be jumping. I was like, here I go making the biggest mistake in my life, but I can't stop it. Went into the restroom, got jumped by just two homies that had hands on, you know? And I never knew this
And you were a
about
kid
me.
yourself?
Yeah, I was 14. And I didn't know this about myself, but I can't take a punch. Every punch they would let, I go down, you know, I get up, bah, up, bah. Like, oh my God, I can't take a punch?
And then that's 13 seconds here
But
forever,
these guys
bro.
are, you know, but these guys are gangsters that are always fighting. I've never been into fights before that. I punch people and the fight is over because I do have a strong punch myself. I don't notice, you know, but I can't take punches for some reason. Like they were just hitting me so good, you know. Started bombing on me. I put my head down, kicked my face up like so quick. They were so quick about it, you know. And they let me get up once, twice, but the third time I thought I was getting up and I got stomped down. And I was like, man, this is a big mistake. And then, so ever since then, I wasn't a run from the gang because I knew I can't hurt anybody that I don't know. I could hurt you if you did something to me.
Of
But
course.
imagine they tell you go stab this dude from a
For no
rival
reason.
gang that you don't know
Mhm.
and has a 1-year-old kid. I can't do that. Now, if this guy shot at me, now I can do something.
Because
to
you're
you.
defending yourself. There's
Yeah.
a difference between you defending yourself and somebody just tell you, hey, fool, go do
Yeah,
this.
and I
you
know
go
I couldn't
fucking
do it because I grew up religious.
Yeah.
My whole life I grew up around religion. You know, my mom, my grandma, so there was something in me that I can't kill. And and there was something stupid about me that I didn't realize that gangs kill. You know, I thought it
You
was
were
like
a
a
kid.
weird thing.
Because
you know?
see, a lot of kids, like back in the day, or even now, some kids join the gang because they see fools out there with women.
Yeah.
Because there's fools that join the gang by different ways. There's fools out there looking for a family, looking for love,
Yeah.
looking for acceptance, looking for all that. There's other fools that end up for the
Women.
drugs, for the money, and then other foods are just straight for the bitches. Others are just for the look, and some of them you just to hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's different. People join the game with different things. It's all different, bro.
Yeah, and I grew up with these guys. I went to elementary with them, so it wasn't these fools that I just met and that's it, you know. So even though this was in 1994, they see me now, they'll recognize me. They stare at me like 30 seconds. But wait a minute, you know. And I've been on the run from them. Somehow magically, I've gotten away from them every single time. But they've caught me at night, and I ran, and then, you know, when I was running, the guy that recognized me goes, "I remember you."
Remember, it was just like,
I was with him. I was with you, remember?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
imagine
and he
though-
told me, I heard him say,
Uh,
"Make a U-turn for what are you doing? Like, let's get him, make a U-turn." This one didn't make a U-turn. And his cars came behind him, started honking. So instead, they went all the way around. In my head, I'm running fast. I'm still thinking, they're thinking of where to make that U-turn, right? So I go and hide behind this tree, dog. And I'm waiting there for a while, right? And I'm thinking they're coming with the U-turn and shit. And I go to look, because there's a wall and then the tree. And when I look right here, I'm in the shadow. I'm going to go look over there, for they're coming from this side. For they're just right there on the street, passing in a car. And the guy's head is outside the window looking that way, and I'm just right here, fool. You know, and then this fool showed up. He's like, "Let's go, fool." I'm like, "Nah, fool, you go your way, I'll
You
go
back
mine."
there,
fool.
like,
They're gonna
stop
kill
and
one
go,
of
"Hey,
us."
how you been, man?"
Yeah, but
I
anyway,
used to do to say hi to you.
So my whole life, for like years, I was constantly getting away from these guys, you know. So I thought one day they're gonna get me. You know, they're gonna kill me. So I don't have kids. You know, I don't want to have no fucking
it's
Facebook.
crazy how that
yeah.
part of your life affected you.
So now,
Until now, and then
because those guys probably forgot, because this is back in '90.
I grew up with
Six.
these guys. I went to elementary with these guys. Believe me, they
Well,
know my
probably
face.
long gone themselves.
Yeah, that's
They probably
the only
dead.
reason why I'm still
Yeah.
alive.
yeah,
Because I've gone through
Yeah,
that
they're
neighborhood.
probably
because most of those
dead,
people
yeah.
don't even last like.
And they're really deep in it, bro.
Uh-huh.
Or some of them even change for like some of them like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm
that's it.
grown.
There was one that saw me, one at the gas station. He didn't say nothing to me. You know, he was
Yeah,
like,
bro.
"What's going on?"
There's
Like,
people that
I like this guy. And other guys too. Other guys saw me and they were like, they told somebody else. There was this crazy one where this guy, he came the next day, he goes, "Hey, you got jumped into that one hood one time." I'm like, "Oh shit, how do you know?" He goes, "Because yesterday when we were walking, the homie who I saw and I was trying to hide from saw you and said that he remembered you. He told me the whole story about you, dog, like how you didn't want to go, you know, you left and shit." And he's like, "I'm gonna give you 1 week, dog, to go back to the neighborhood and tell them, but this was a death. This was death. If I go back and I'll be like, hey, I've been missing for a year, by the way, I'm back. You know, you should have stayed away. Because they had chased me already and all that shit, you know? So it was stupid, so I was so scared, and like, this will give me a week. So whatever, after a while, he gets kicked out of school or something, he disappeared, we both disappear from each other. I see him 3 years later, that when I'm going to work, you know? And I see that when I get nervous at first, but then I'm like, man, it's been like 2-3 years I haven't seen this cat. I'm like, "You remember me?" He's like, "Yeah, I remember you, dog." And I'm like, "So how you been?" He's like, "Man, bad, fool. You know, remember those gangsters I used to hang out with? The fools that, you know?" He's like, "Fool, they forced me into the hood, fool. They just started jumping me out of nowhere, fool. Like, I didn't even say yeah or
What the
nothing."
fuck?
Yeah. He said they knocked me out. I woke up and, you know, I went to the hospital after that, and they stole my CD player. And yeah, I had an argument with some fool. I gave my CD player back when I came from the hospital. And yeah, they're looking for me. So this is the guy that was giving me an ultimatum, and look what happened to him. The exact same thing he was doing to me, but worse.
But you know what though? I think that all that thing happened for a reason, because I don't think you were meant for that life.
I wasn't.
You know what I mean? Because I think like
So that's why I never hurt nobody in my job,
Yeah.
because I can't hurt nobody,
yeah,
dog.
and that's the reason why you always help people out, because you don't want to tell them no,
Yeah.
because you're a nice person,
Yeah.
and because you always helping.
Yeah.
So like you always feel that, you know what I mean? Like, you want to help and help. So yeah, I think you know, there's people that are meant for something. There's people out there that want to be pimps, and they're not meant for that shit. You know what I mean? Like real shit. And the girls jack them. Well, there's fools out there that want to be drug dealers, and they get jacked, fool. And there's people out there that they're born to do some shit. And there's fools out there that will hustle anything, bro. And there's people out there that try to hustle.
My boss came to visit me this week, and she had told me this before, but she's like, you know what, like, in the whole, all of our, you know, our job is Easter Seals. That's the name of our company, you know. They're like, you're my best, William. Like, you're my best. Why? Because she didn't say it, but I think she's because through all the time I've been there, people have always requested me. Like I want William to work with my son, you know? William, and even girls request me, dog. Girls are like, I want to work with William. I don't like working with this guy. He never talks to me. You know, and I always talk to them, all of them, and I'm funny with them. And sometimes I get tired of their jokes and stuff, but
That's how they
if
are.
I don't want to, you know, I just look away if it's too much, you know? But I never tell them they're not funny or I don't play with them and laugh. Like, I got to be the same every day, you know? And so
That's
that's
cool,
very
man.
difficult. But yeah, thank you.
That's a cool fucking story, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Still
'Cause-
continue.
Yeah, like working with this kind of, like, you know, with special people, man, you know that? Like, again, takes fucking a lot of patience.
Yeah. And my grandma died, like, almost a month, 3 weeks ago.
So,
Yeah, thank you. I loved her very much. She was 97, about to be 98 in May 4th, I believe. No, May 7th, excuse me. She's gonna be 98. She passed away. My boss sent beautiful flowers, like so many colors, you know, roses, like, yeah, like pink ones and purple ones, and all these beautiful flowers, you know, really beautiful. Showed up to my grandma's funeral at the church before they took her to the cemetery. And then they left, you know, but like all my boss and the other bosses, you know, like the assistant director and
Yeah, so you know everybody.
they all showed up. Yeah, I mean, I've been working there before some of them, you know, 2 of them. Actually, I trained my boss. I trained my boss 21 years ago. She showed up, and there was this girl that her thing was she couldn't stop laughing. She'll almost fall on the floor, but she like could barely walk at the same time. So people get angry when she laughed. And I tell my boss, don't be scared of her. She's just laughing. What is that gonna do? You know, and that's how she said. She told me that, you know, and that's how I calmed down because everybody was here laughing and be like, stop laughing. That's enough already. That's it. And I'm like, why would you stop somebody from doing something happy that's not hurting you? She's laughing, you know. And one time we were laughing, me and this lady that worked with her, because she was laughing so much, and there's this guy on his knees on the ground on his phone, and she was laughing. He looks up, he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" Like he got all scared. Like, why are you getting scared if there's somebody laughing? You know. But
there's people different.
funny.
Like, there's people like sometimes like I have my sister, right, and she sees somebody laughing in the street, she'll be like, "Look at him, he's fucking on drugs." Why? Can somebody just fucking laugh and enjoy the fucking time?
No, this is Earth.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
why? It's like, it's true what you say. There's people that like see you laughing and see you doing some shit.
Because they judge you by their situation.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly,
They're miserable,
dude.
like, they're like, there's no way you're that happy. No way.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
Or like my boy over there used to tell me, "There's no way you're that positive." That's the eye.
Sometimes positive helps. You know, one time I was on the phone because at this time we used to have to call the office during lunch to make sure that they're okay because we're in the streets, you know? And I call and I see this guy crossing the street with a stick. It's like some crazy homeless guy and he has a big ass stick. And these guys start walking around. He's like, "William, help me, William." Like one of my participants, tall guy though, you know?
You know, what the fuck?
And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And I hang up the phone because I was gonna see what's gonna happen, right? And he comes up to me with the stick and he goes, "You scared of me, huh?" I'm like, "I'm not scared of you. I love you. Like, how am I gonna be afraid of you and scared at the same time?" And he just looked at me all shocked and just crossed the street like he was speechless, you know, like.
And you tell him I love you.
Yeah, like I love
Like,
you.
I love you, man.
I'm like, he got confused. What is that? What is
It's
that?
like, what?
Self-destruction. Self-destruction.
Must get away. Yeah.
Shut down. System overload.
That would have happened to me too. Like, what?
What?
Help him.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking turn off. And
Yeah, that was funny though.
that was the button worse to turn you off.
Yeah. Yeah, just like in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's crazy,
wild.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild,
So
bro.
I have certain experiences like that, you know,
Mhm.
like that are like,
You
oh,
look
I
as
never
though-
forget that.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
You know, like
bro.
people have gone up to me from work and they'll be like, you know, like, "Time you give me $20, like homeless guys. Like, you saved my life that day. You don't know it, but you saved my life." An old man did this and some other like young homeless guy, and I didn't know who they were. I'm like,
Hey, imagine one day.
but they're all like, "You still work with the kids though, huh?"
Mhm.
You know, I know they're talking about my participants, and I'm like, have I helped so many people that I don't
Yeah.
remember these guys?
Imagine one day.
But they
some-
asked me about the kids, so I know they know who I am.
Yeah, imagine one day you're chilling and then like a guy starts with a fucking nice Rolls Royce and he's like, "Hey man, you gave me $20 the day you changed my life. I'm here to pay you back." And he pulls over with a stack.
Damn.
And he's like,
Oh.
oh, he was the 20 you gave me. Thanks, man. And he
Hey,
just goes in the car.
hey, some guy I know that I hadn't seen him. He used to drive the MTA buses.
Uh-huh.
Saw us at Chick-fil-A. He paid for all of us.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, like $70 for all 4 of us. You know, like it's expensive. I was like, thank you, man. He knew what he was paying. You know, 4 of us. Yeah, it's nice things like that happen once in a blue moon.
I
you
think
know?
if you do something nice, nice shit happens to you. But karma.
Yeah.
You do bad shit happens. Good shit happens, bro.
Usually that's the law.
There's the law, also the law of attraction. You know what I mean? Well, hey, man, it's been nice talking to you,
Thank
bro.
you, thank you.
Hey, guys, thank you, man, for coming in and checking us out. And if you guys like the story or anything, man, subscribe and press like. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Comments?
Comment, too, man. You know, comment on my boy right here. He's a pretty good guy, too, man.
Hey, thank
Williams.
You. Thank you.
William.
Thank you, guys.
Que sigo, Rey Domingo.
Hey, yo. Peace out.
Peace.